What's up, everybody? It's your boy. Hey, for those watching on the remix or not right now, not on the live, recommended settings is going to be 1.5, 1.25. Hey man, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. We're about to get started once this link is sent. But kick back and relax as I continue these weird tunes to the spaceship. Boston is a cool city. What up, Zen King, Mike, Dingo, Willow? What up, y'all? What's up, world? Ooh, let me step back a little bit. Got some crazy contrasts. Hey, what's up, world? What's up, YouTube? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer. You know, your local crypto enthusiast. Streaming almost daily. Wasn't here yesterday. Had some shit to do. Like I said, Boston's a cool city. It's up over there. First time ever. I'm starting to explore the East Coast. It's pretty much all the same though everywhere I go. It doesn't really change too much. Kind of like California. You know, that's the funny joke in Cali. It's like, yeah, you go from the bottom to the top and it's pretty much all the same. One big state. So I think the same now on the East Coast. I'm like, yeah, if this was one big ass state, it would all be the same shit. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm usually here all the time, talking Zen. But make sure you also follow me on YouTube. On Twitter. That's where I deliver a lot of my ideas and my mindsets or my theories and stuff. So that's just Crypto Bruh, 3hs.zen. Follow me there. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this content going. But yeah, man, thanks to everybody that's always here early up. My day ones. Y'all gonna be the truth in the future. Because we still trying to find the truth right now. To be honest. I'm not fooled. So my truth is craziness. But that's what the title is today. What is vanilla? What is vanilla? This is something I've been talking about for a good 2 weeks now. What is vanilla? And I mean, people still don't really understand it. And I think that's cool. So like what's to come on the channel is there's actually a membership that's getting ready to be delivered in the next couple days. As we get into the middle, I didn't even say what day it is. Today is July motherfucking 13th, bro. Thursday. We didn't get a Friday the 13th this year, but we did get a Thursday the 13th in 2023. So we are in the, we are closer to the end than we are to the beginning. In case you didn't know. In about 2 days, I'm going to go ahead and open up the ranks. We're going to have cool badges for those that are here early because I appreciate you guys. And then we're also going to have, I say we because, we're all involved. This is one big community. But we're going to have a thorough breakdown of the Zen ecosystem. So I've been working in the background on not necessarily a tutorial about Zen, but more about what is Zen. And why is Zen better, or why, in my opinion, is Zen unique? I shouldn't say better. Better is a bad word to say in this context because I don't want to put Zen against anything as a competition. I'd rather put it up against stuff as a unique creation or unique token. It's unique. I mean, it's not like everything else. Very unique. It's a unicorn, pretty much. So in the membership videos, you'll be able to get the playlist for me explaining Zen in a more philosophical way to how I believe Zen works. Because everybody's on all their own shit, right? And this was what's fun about Zen right now is Zen is old almost. Because I mean, we're in the internet, guys, so 2 days is old, right? It's already July 13th, so the year is already old. Like, oh, we've been in 2013 or we've been 2023 for a long ass time, man. You just got here, you just woke up or whatever. But like, let's go to Ethereum. We'll go talk about AVAX. AVAX actually just got put on Uniswap. That's crazy. So, I've already moved some of my. I moved some of the liquidity from those chains over to Uni. So it's just gonna make it better. It's just gonna make it better. You know what I'm saying? Lower the barrier of entry. Everybody knows about one specific brand. And now as that brand adds blockchains, it's almost like a free advertisement or like a billboard. And that's one reason why I got into Avalanche, was because of the theory that they would get on Uniswap with no friction. And that was gonna now it's like enter players, you know? It's gonna be cool. But looking at ETH Zen, right? We're early, guys. We've been here for 9 months. This is pretty early, but at the same time, it's pretty old, right? Like you can make the gains in 5 hours. Shit, 30 minutes. So 9 months is an old vehicle already. And what I'm trying to get at with this, like I was saying, these membership videos and this more philosophical version of what is Zen to a crypto bro. Not necessarily what is Zen to make money, because we're gonna make money. Money will be made. We know this, right? That's the conversation for those that want to make money. And not everyone in the ecosystem, in my opinion, needs to be so focused on how do we make money, because it's the creation. And this is kind of cool. Like, this is me breaking it down because I am so fresh on it right now. But yeah, one of the things that I'm saying when I'm like, this shit is vanilla, is that the thing that people tend to miss in Zen is the creation to do the distribution. That is what is unique. No other cryptocurrency currently is like a Zen token when it comes to creation, using time and gas, trustless, no extra shit, no extra parties with coins, no extra coins unlocked. Unfortunately, they just happen to have the scale to get the information out. So I'm vibing with Zen because of that, right? And that's the actual meat and potatoes of Zen, that no one tends to center everything around. Everything's got to be centered around some other shit. But in actuality, Zen is just being created with no extra people involved. It's just the user and the mentor. And this right here, you can look it back. Let's look up the word vanilla. Term tech. So like when I first got into Zen, Jack kept calling this thing vanilla. And this is kind of where I'm at with the whole, what is vanilla? Jack kept calling this vanilla, and I was trying to figure out, yes, it's vanilla. I make one wallet. Okay. But why didn't you want to make more wallets? Why did you want to limit human beings to making only one? Right? And then I was like, well, let me look up this term vanilla. So let's blow this up. What up, Hendrik? What up, Yin Yang? Joe Getz? What it do, guys? Welcome to the chat. Sorry, I'm on my theory right now. So, what is vanilla? In computer science, vanilla describes software, hardware, or algorithms that have not been customized or modified from their original form. Vanilla software has become a widespread de facto industry standard, widely used by businesses and individuals. Okay, so vanilla is not something I just made up out of my fucking butt, guys. This is a technology terminology. And this is why everything in Zen is vanilla, because it's about not being customized or modified from the original form. Right? So this vanilla minter is one of the most powerful things in crypto that literally you would think more people talk about it, but it's only crypto bro talking about this shit 9 months in. I guess I'm the only person that can see the vision. So when we look back later on, we're like, see, we were saying that shit out loud, y'all. Y'all just didn't want to hear it or see it. It's in your face. So with this vanilla staker, right, you can only make one wallet, because this is what Zen is about. Onboarding human beings and doing one action to create an abundance of coins. And this is an action you can do for the next 8 years. It's the first protocol to do this. It's just unfortunate that as we go further into the future, the amount of Zen you're going to receive is less, right? So the amount of Zen you're going to receive is less. And that's what makes it bullish. That's why we know the money's coming. We don't have to worry about that part, because the game theory of Zen is built in to the estimated Zen, and the estimated Zen is determined by when a user gets in and how much time they have from the moment that they start their mint. I have 451 days from the start of this mint. All right, so now if I wait, I put up some, this is Ethereum, so I put up some ETH, I put up 451 days, and now my estimated amount of Zen is going to be 27 million, right? Compared to the ETH I probably put up, which was probably like 0.005 or some shit like that, right? So I'm transforming my Ethereum, right, or my native, into an abundance of coins, right? And the thing about it that makes it the first is that no one else has given it this philosophy about, hey, you're just using time and your native coin, and this isn't designed for anyone to own. It's designed for everyone to own, and you just gotta do it, right? And you just do it, right? And it's crazy. Like, I would be like, that's stupid. But the thing about it was there was money to be made in the DEX, because when you have coins come out, you can get a little bit more, you know, complicated. And to get away from the vanilla state of Zen, you have the DEX, right? And this is just hand in hand. That's why if you think of cryptocurrency as an onboarding tool, if you've been here for a while, you are extremely advanced. So you probably are just like, this is normal shit. Coins come out, you put them on the DEX. But the problem with coins come out, you put them on the DEX, they usually turn into shit coins. Insta shit, no one cares, right? Let's look at it. Can I see all? See DEX scanner. Let's see if I can see them all. So what I mean by this is why Zen is vanilla, because you take your native coin and you turn it into Zen, and then what you do with that Zen is up to you. So it's self-custody, self-sovereignty, you know, independence, whatever you want to call it, bro. It's freedom. It's coins freedom, because it's up to the community to make Zen have you know, whatever. But you know, and then we can get out of the vanilla part. Like if you're getting curious right now, because you're like, well, right? That's what I mean. When you start asking yourself, well, what can we? It's no longer vanilla. So the best part of Zen is how fucking vanilla it is, yo. Let's stay vanilla with it, because I that's what happens. Zen is so not vanilla nowadays that like I can easily jump track to a different part of the ecosystem just like that. Like I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just like, I want to show a point, because this is why Zen is Zen, right? And what I want to show is that the top 15 here on DEX scanner, let's just say that, or we'll do the top 10. Let's keep it simple. What you're gonna see here is that there's not that many tokens. This must be in transactions. So we'll do transactions, because that's people putting. Actually, fuck that. What can we do that's real? Makers. Let's do makers. All right. Yeah, because so you do makers, it gets really real over here. You do makers, and then you see USDC, USDT, blah blah blah. WB, or I mean BNB, Magic. You know, who's FTC? I don't know what that is. Sneaking in there. But yeah, what I'm trying to get at is Zen is so vanilla that it instantly plays in every part of cryptocurrency. Like, you know what a token's supposed to do. It goes to the DEX and you trade it and you make some money, right? That's normal crypto shit. That's like basic crypto 1.0. Get some coins, put it on the DEX, trade it, blah, blah, blah. Now, getting even more complex, you know, you add in the DBZens, you know, you add in the VMPX. And this is why Zen is at its truest form in vanilla, bro. The most unique token on the blockchain. On God, there's nothing else like this. where it's just designed for a simplicity education of how you use a token in this new future, right? Because I mean, if it's not living on the DEX, it don't live anywhere. But let's get back to the vanilla. I'm gonna. What up, Dank? Yo, what up, Shizzy? What's up? You didn't miss anything. Imo. I wasn't live yesterday. This is today's vibes. Shout out to you for being here. Hit that like button, guys. But yeah, like I'm just trying to put an emphasis on this vanilla, so it can touch bases on everything. And like I said, you can think of this as the preview for what's to come in the membership. If you were to join the Crypto Bruh YouTube members, you will also be able to kind of hear this type of insight, and not just like, we in the motherfucking ice cream machine. We over here, bro. Yeah, shit. We got an ice cream truck, man. We on all the blocks. That's coming soon. Well, that's every time I'm live, but just for the now, for the woosah. And this is before Zen rockets. People are gonna be like, damn, why is Zen going up? It's like, damn, you didn't know that shit was just vanilla, bro? It's the most vanilla token next to Bitcoin. The most vanilla next to Ethereum. Right, like when you think of vanilla is simplicity. So, right, and that's what we're saying here is the term vanilla, if you missed it in the beginning, is software, hardware, or an algorithm that have not been customized or modified from the original form. So whatever the original idea is, right? So cryptocurrency or self-sovereignty or self-custody, that's the original form. You think of Bitcoin, how do I get my own coins? Oh, I mine them using a mathematical problem on my computer. Sick, right? And then you go into Ethereum. Well, how do I take the Bitcoin and then make it versatile so that more ideas can come from the crypto, right? And it's not just trapped on a base layer that can go back and forth between A and B, right? Let's add A, B times C, divided by D, and so on and so on. That's Ethereum. And that's pretty not vanilla once you think about it. When you think about the simplicity, but then it helps you understand that shit is just a smart contract, right? And it can keep going on and on and on. So the simple parts of things, and now we haven't had anything answer that because it's so simple on Ethereum. It's like, yeah, you just make smart contracts and make tokens. Why do I need another blockchain that does that if all the liquidity is on Ethereum, right? So this is why vanilla is so important to Zen, because Zen taps into that. Zen taps in to that problem in which continues simplicity in crypto, right? Bitcoin is connected to Ethereum, and you need to now connect yourself to ETH. The DEX is what connects Zen to Ethereum. So in the most vanilla form ever, you could just make some Zen, then take the ETH, pair it with the Zen, put it on the DEX, and there's volume that creates fees so that you can get extra Ethereum and Zen, right? If you have a long position in the LP, right, you ain't coming back for a year. This is the most simple way to use your Zen. Every crypto is like this. The hardest part is getting a community. We've seen that part too if you've been here for a while. And that's why I'm saying vanilla is the key to all of this. It's the key to all this. And this vanilla mentor is what makes Zen unique and puts it side by side with the top 2 cryptos that exist right now. As well as we have the other side of things, which is VMPX. VMPX now, Dark Child, the adopted child, I don't know. Is it really adopted? I think we were all on Bitcoin to begin with anyways. So then you have VMPX that now is on the Bitcoin side. So you have the Ethereum Zen concept, Zen vanilla, mint coins, attach it to the blockchain, right? And that's what's happening in VMPX. It's just being attached to the Bitcoin side and the Ethereum side. It's causing a lot of excitement, and people are willing to, I think yesterday, this actually jumped off because it's so fucking vanilla that I'm sure we'll see more things like this. Right? Vanilla is what brings in the bread, in my opinion, as well. Green candles will always pump, but like if it's simple and the human can comprehend it very quickly, more than likely they'll invest more into it because it's a safer play. It's a more logical play. Especially at these bottoms, right? We're in the bottom of the bear market. It could go a little rock bottom, but it is what it is. It's crypto. Things will turn around when things turn around. And what's crazy though is that you'll see here that this wallet address, there's two different wallet addresses. They probably are in cahoots, but this individual here went ahead and just bagged a ton of VMPX yesterday. Now, I don't know what this is for. It might be into speculation of the Libra DEX that's coming out on Friday. So on Friday, Libra will actually have their DEX out. And when their DEX is released, you'll be able to do spot buying of VMPX on Bitcoin. So you'll be able to have your Bitcoins, your sats, your Satoshis. You'll be able to buy VMPX in singles. Right now, you can only buy VMPX on Bitcoin in batches. And that's what might be happening here. There might be some extra speculation, thinking that, again, this is going back to the theory. The DEX is what rules in Zen. That's the second most vanilla thing we got. We got some other shit too, but just to keep it simple, that's the second most vanilla thing to make your crypto work. And looking at VMPX, this might be the next one, and I think this is why we saw that little breakout there. Now, what's cool though to see is this is looking just like DXN right now, where we have interest in our ecosystem because of how vanilla it is. So people are interested in interest brings liquidity as well. Sometimes you ain't got to do a TikTok video. You just need to make some interesting shit and people will show up, right? Innovation, the iPhone. I'm going to get off this monologue in a second here, but I just need to get this in. But vanilla. So this right here, this candle that we saw in DXN, this is, in my opinion, a vanilla purchase. Because at the end of the day, DXN does make sense because you get the most vanilla concept of DXN. Ah, shit. I should have brought up the thing before it's gone. Damn it. Oh, well. But the most vanilla thing in DXN is going to be the lobby. I tweeted this yesterday. Some people really, I don't think, Rosman, he said he gets me. I'm a little insane in the midbrain right now for the way that I believe that this shit's going to play out. And it's a little slower, and I'm okay with slow. The community is going to make it happen. I ain't got to do nothing. I just got to chill. How do I go to my Twitter? Oh my God. Yo, Twitter interface is so slow on my computer. I just want to punch Elon Musk. Here, we'll go there. Yeah, let this load up. We're gonna end in this vanilla concept, but yeah, I tweeted that like DXN is one of the most vanilla, or the lobby is vanilla, and that's the best version of DXN. And I know that the DB's NFTs and all that shit is going on, and I'm excited for it because I'm excited to see xeNFTs used as almost like collateral. Like you've got like a credit card because you decided to make Zen. Like you decided to participate. Now you got these digital, things that you can exchange for value in the future. So I think DB's NFTs are gonna be really cool, going on and on and on and on. And you know what I'm saying? Especially like once X1 is live and everything makes sense. Seeing people still interact with the base layer of Zen, which will probably be Ethereum, or I would say anything outside of X1, all the Zen over on the EVMs. We'll see what happens in that theory. By the time we get there, I think most people will port to X1 and they'll leave behind all this stuff. So, but that's just my theory going forward. Don't take it seriously. But yeah, like looking at DXN, we got a pump here in the lobby, but it looks like yesterday's lobby was a little lower. So what I'm seeing, at least in my opinion, going back to the vanilla talk, these larger candles are interest based on the vanilla concept. When things are vanilla, price will pump. in both sides. So I don't know why we're not preaching vanilla-ness. We're not preaching vanilla ice on DBZN, because that's where it's at. And this is why today's topic is, what is vanilla, right? The best narrative for the DXN is the vanilla lobby. If the lobby were to get more interesting, this will naturally go up. Now, people still want to just buy it because it's cheaper. And then that's where it's like, okay, well, oh well, you know, like, I guess so, you know, like, I guess. But I think, yeah, I'm probably going to start doing a small burn and just do it for the culture. That's probably like the realest problem here. When I think of it, is like, if there was more people in DXN for the culture, then it would make it easier to participate. But since you know that a lot of people are in it for the money, then it makes it harder for you to full send your participation to get it back to the full send levels. Like these levels here are full send. Everybody was full sending, burning as much as possible, recycling our world into it. Right? This isn't full send. This is like positioning. And that's why I'm like, yo, DXN though, all it takes is a couple people to understand the vanilla and it's going to take off, because that's what's selling it. It's not DV's NFTs. It's, I can get ETH. That's the most vanilla idea. You get ETH from holding DXN. Bada boom, bada beam. It's nothing else. You ain't got to say no other shit. It's vanilla, bro. And then as people ask the whys, well, why does that happen? Or what is this supposed to mean? Or blah, 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 blah. You feel me? Then that's when it's like, oh, okay. You want to open Pandora's box, right? You want to get away from the vanilla-ness. And that's bullish for DX in the future, long run, DCA coin type shit. Not financial advice, but that's how I'm feeling. I'm not going to be probably doing this just right now, but it feels good to see these pumps come when things are so low, because it's like belief, you know. And yeah, DB's NFTs, they probably do a really good job with keeping things going, but I hope that the team oscillates back to the vanilla version, so that we get this popping again and we get this going. Yeah, there's some cool shit we could build for this thing. But yeah, man, that's my vanilla spiel for today. And again, we'll have memberships going live in a couple days where you'll get the videos of me breaking down the Zen ecosystem in these vanilla concepts to understand the base layer, so we can build, so we can get more, you know. That's how threes better, you know what I'm saying? You know, just remember the basics, the vanilla. What's up, y'all? Let's see what happened. Crypto bruh, Zen price dead. Will it ever pump again? See, I could talk, like, that's so funny. Yes, it will pump again. What up, Jake? Got Jake sharp in the heels. Minting some on VMPX. Yes, minting each week. Shizzy says, I minted at 6 Gwei today. That's tight. DB Zen NFTs are going to explode. Yeah. I don't know though. But yeah, this is where I'm at with it. So, will Zen ever pump again? Duh. That's why I just said that it's the most vanilla next to Ethereum. Everything else got some extra shit. Like if you look at these coins right here, let's drop this watch list. Oops. When you say like vanilla, like, hey, this needs to be simplicity. How is this simple? How is this fucking nothing else? Tell me, right? Tell me how it's nothing else. Everything else doesn't have that narrative. Binance chain is an exchange, and it's a competition EVM for Ethereum. But since it's an exchange, that's its vanilla. It's vanilla. It's simple. It's that it's an exchange. It brings value because it's an exchange. Arbitrum, Ethereum, right? Going back to ETH again. So these things are all like going up to ETH, right? So that's the simplicity of the ETH power below. It's this easy, y'all. If it's connected to ETH, it's good. And Arbitrum makes ETH fees cheaper. Go back and forth until you got to go back to ETH, then you got to pay ETH fee again. But makes ETH fees cheaper. Polygon, ETH fees cheaper solution. Optimism, Arbitrum, not as popular as Arbitrum, but helps Ethereum. That's what optimism is. Oh, ZK Sync. Oh man, this is just. I like that it's here, but ZK Sync. I was saying on a last stream, I was like, this is the slave work in crypto. When you go and you start using somebody else's blockchain to pump their numbers in hopes that you get free coins, that's fucking weird, right? Some would say like, hey, maybe you're doing the same for X1 chain. Maybe you're trying to get a bunch of free coins so that you can, maybe you're doing all this activity so you can get a bunch of free coins. But the difference is that you're never late in Zen world. ZK Sync, if you ain't been battling it out since day one, you're late. You can never be late in Zen. To be late in Zen is to watch this video 8 years from now. I'm sorry, my G, if you just found out, like, oh man, damn, it's 2030. You just found out about Zen. Shit. I'm so sorry. Wish you were here today. But yeah, that's the type of vibe that Zen gives off. Not this like, hey, we're gonna get these airdrop tokens, dump this shit like Aptos, right? Avalanche is hanging out up here, still connected to Ethereum, but it has the Bitcoin daisy, right? You can use Avalanche to go to native Bitcoin because they have a lightning bridge, special times. But that's one of the really big wins over here. Everything, but you see what I mean? Like everything isn't vanilla. Everything has to go back to ETH. So if that's the concept, that means what is the most vanilla out of all these things that go back to ETH? And then it gets really complicated. It's like, well, how do I even get Binance Chain coin, right? How do I get Arbitrum coin? How do I get Polygon coin? Oh, do any of these things have VC funding? Oh, Pulse Chain's the only one here that does not have VC funding. Wow, right? It's once you start thinking things vanilla, bro, it's so easy to do crypto in this future. It's crazy. Like, get on the stream. I want to hear what will make Zen pump. I don't see any vibes. Let's see what happens. No one's gonna buy Zen right now because they don't understand. Zen is for the minter. How do I put it into perspective? So Zen's been out for 9 months. When Bitcoin first hit a DEX, I think it was like it took 2 years to get on a DEX. So Bitcoin was like mined for the first 2 years before it actually was able to be bought, sold, and trade. We can go to the oldest chart, which is the Brave New Coin chart. Which one is that one? Is that this one? No, it's this one. So you can go to the super duper old Bitcoin chart, which will be, oh no, it's Binance. I thought I had the Brave New, oh right here, BLX. There it is. Dun dun dun. So this is why nobody's buying Zen, because we're buying Bitcoin, bro, and we're over doing BRC20s, and we'll bring the gains home very soon. So this is a chart I never show. So yeah, Bitcoin did a nice little breakout from the bottom that I had. Way the fuck back here at 15. It followed this pattern to the T, and when this cross happened, that was pretty much the goat gate. I'm gonna make up a turn right now. This is the goat gate between the 100 and 200, and it's taking off. Now the issue though, again, is we've already blasted up past our our what some would say was exit. So we already exited once and came up again, so there's no reason for us to really go up again unless people want us to. But you should get this chart, because this chart is amazing, because it's old. It's the oldest Bitcoin chart you can find. And what you'll see in this chart, damn, TA on old Bitcoin, look at that. Damn. So yeah, way the fuck back here. So yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, it was 1 year. So July 26th. Is that where we at? Yeah. So Monday, July 12th, 2010 is when Bitcoin started to trade on a DEX. Bitcoin was already out in 2009, mining, right? So, and in like the first real blocks after Satoshi mined a bunch of them, it was like, look at this shit work, bro. Like, you should mine some, right? That's October 3rd, 2010. So the DEX didn't come, or the coins didn't show up until way later. And even then, people aren't buying the Bitcoins. Here's a history lesson for those out there that just got into cryptocurrency in 2020. This your boy. Been here for a minute now. I can't say to the facts that I've like made the gains. But yeah, I've also like had a real life, had a real job. So I just started being like Jack Dorsey, where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going full tech. Shout out to Jack Dorsey. He's a goat too, even though he's kind of crazy. But now his craziness is starting to play. It's a reality. It's like, oh shit, he was on to something. Jack Dorsey really was on some shit. That's why he made Square and he came up. Damn, look at this. Bitcoin is way too high now, guys. Goddamn. You can't even zoom in on it. But yeah, Brave New Coin. Look that up. So, again, why isn't Zen going up? Nobody's buying it. Oh, have you ever seen a real crypto? Like, these things take time, yo. Let's see. 9 months into Bitcoin. Oh my god, I hope if I do months it doesn't fuck me up and put me all the way to the front. I'm gonna cry. Oh no, I did. Almost though. So yeah, if you want to compare, I'm gonna compare Zen to Bitcoin because again, the lowest barrier of entry for Bitcoin was that anybody can create it at their home. When it comes to what is the problem we need to solve and why, it's like, well, people put their money in a bank because they need a bank to store the money. So why not be your own bank by storing your money on your computer or within a chipset or a private key, right? And that's where you get the ledger technology for Bitcoin. So it's simple, super simple shit. Don't put your shit in the bank. Put it in your custody. Use your computer to help manage your finances. Simple stuff. So then you get all crazy ETFs, CNBC, all that other stuff, you know, things that you were brought in on, NFTs, DeFi, blah, 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 blah. But the very beginning, when nobody was buying it, was like this. This was the narrative. Nobody was buying Bitcoin, yo. 2013. So it took 3 years before Bitcoin actually became a household name, right? This is when I found out about Bitcoin. Right here in between 12 and 13, and this is why I had to look at it, because the homie, if you saw my Shizzy DeFi talk, I was talking about my friend who got me into crypto. He was buying, or he was in crypto this whole time, these whole 2 years. He was mining it, having fun, and then bam, it just exploded, and his life changed after this. Like, you don't even look back. You don't even look back. And to say, like, look at this is when Bitcoin went from $10 to 150. Now again, the simplicity is what's pumped in Bitcoin in this era, guys. There's nothing going on here, and you need to find these charts, because not all charts go this far back. That's the crazy part about it. I don't know. Bitstamp is a good one. This is my Bitstamp one. But yeah, Brave New Coin, or BLX, this one is the best one to just see like the real growth in the struggle period. And that's how I see Zen right now. I see Zen as in a struggle period because there's just people who want to drive a narrative that isn't the actual narrative. Same with like DXN. I'm like, oh, okay, this plays out in every coin that's trustless and is made based on distribution and supply, because that's Bitcoin too. Bitcoin is just distribution and supply, because the next question is well, somebody wants to hold their money in their bank. Why do they want to do that? And how do we even know what is, a dollar, and like, how do we distribute a dollar, and how do we supply a dollar, right? That's like the next part of building out this ecosystem. So people go, hey, just hold your Bitcoin. Who cares? We'll turn dollars into Bitcoins. And that's where we are in Zen right now. Everybody's asking, well, what do I do with my Zen? Like, after I make it, blah, blah, blah. And this is my free shill for my membership. If you join the members later, you'll be able to hopefully understand what you can do with your Zen, how you can stake it, and continue the vanilla process as vanilla as possible. As vanilla as possible. I think Zen's bottomed out though at this point. Like I could do all this TA shit, all this like fact checking and like backwards movement, but this is already bottom. Like that's why now it's not about figuring out when is it going to go up. It's about how do we position ourselves for the futures in, so that we capture what is the lows, and then we are in the best position as we start to head to the highest, because these lows are only here now because again it's just we don't have the type of users to keep the chart up, right? They don't know about us yet. They don't know that we're about to do the Bitcoin. I don't think we'll like go. I mean, we might go as crazy Bitcoin, but you know, it might not be this dollar value here because you're still getting 27 million. But over the next 8 years, a lot is possible as less and less coins are made and more people burn. And that's not vanilla, but it is a vanilla piece to the puzzle. 9 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. So 9 months into Bitcoin is when it started to take off its first move. That's when it went from, it looks like 50 cents to 30 cents, $30. So these things take time. And who's to say that this isn't our time? Who's to say Zen won't do this right now? The same thing Bitcoin did. And fast and like, you know, like it's like you're on the ride already. So what will be 2-3 years from now, right? 2026, when we're full bull run and Zen. Who's to say that we won't look back at this Bitcoin chart and be like, damn, that looks just like the Zen chart. Zen chart. And what did Zen do well? That was very vanilla in the beginning. Here, let's go to the weekly. Chart went down forever. When charts go down and do 99%, it allows the bottom to be built. And then if the narrative is really good, it's going to create stability, because the issue with most cryptos is this chart is flipped and then they're pumping, and then now they have to discover a bottom as they go down. But things that go down, I can't believe no one just thought of this normally up until Zen. But yeah, if things just go down, eventually there will become a moment where it has to change hands. And that's what Zen is doing. This is the miners coming onto the internet, or, you know, the miners dumping, and then the buyers seizing opportunity, miners dumping, buyers seizing opportunity. And we'll see if the miners continue to dump. That's simple. That's the same thing Bitcoin had going on in the very beginning, yo. It was just miners taking profits and people buying. And then eventually enough hands changed. It looks like 9 months in. And then it was able to do what it needed to do, because by this time, if you're smart, you're like, yeah, this is going to be huge. And it had a blow off top because there's gamblers and they're going to take the bread. But eventually it reaches a bottom and it goes off again, right? Everyone's been trying to repeat this fucking chart, but they can't, because it's been done. Now you need to do it a different way. And that's why I like Zen, because it did it a different way. Instead of going up, it's going down. So now the legacy of this chart will always have the L in the beginning. It will always have the 11 in the very beginning, before it turns into a Jevin. And yeah, that's like some super sick shit. But yeah, I hope that answered your question, bro. The only times Zen ever pumped is when DXN burned. They also, that's done. Not fudding, but you actually missed the point there, because Zen didn't just pump on DXN. Zen pumped here in October. Our first pump ever was October, when SBF and FTX crashed. So this first green candle here, I'm a little bit of a Zen historian now. So this first green candle was when FTX crashed and gas pumped. The original narrative of Zen was that gas would move price. So the whales, they jumped on it. They pumped the price and we saw a spike, right? And then we started to see the sell off. And this is a very pinnacle moment in Zen. I'm actually hyped I was able to be here for this, because I made some bread off of this. I turned a lot of good crypto into gains, and this is before I was full blown Zenian. I was still kind of like, this is cool, like we're making some bread off of this, whatever. But I sold all of this and it felt really good. Then we got into this area. So here's another Zen pump. December, this is xeNFTs. So you see, Zen pumps off narratives. The narrative of, hey, we're gonna have gas taking us to the moon. It won't be just philosophy of simplicity. That's not what's gonna take Zen to the moon, because you can't sell that. You gotta sell something to the people, right? You're asking, how do I buy this shit? And it's never pumped. Well, maybe not for you, but like where's that? Is this right here, bro? This is the narrative pump for gas, and gas is not gonna pump Zen. That's not a good narrative. It's a good one to throw out there, but it's not the best pumping one. So it sells off all the way, and then we get here. Throughout this sell-off, this is Jack Levin telling us about xeNFTs. Like, oh, we're gonna have the ability to bulk mint, but everybody was still batch minting on coin tools. So it was just batch minting and people selling the day. And obviously, when Zen is in this range, whenever we get back up here, we're kind of almost there. This is a profitable range, almost for day minters too. So this is something that has to offset, or will come back. Will be the people that mint for just one day, and gridlock of fees. Not making it more complex. Fuck all that shit. Fuck yeah. So people come back when it's a 1 day mint, and that's what was happening here. So the 1 day mints were profitable, so people pumped the price. No one really cared about xeNFTs. As you can see here on the RSI, we were still just slowly treading up. Things go down, 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 and then we step into this area where DBZen came out, right? So people love narratives, and this DBZen narrative was a good one, because this helped pump Zen from the dust. But also, if you look here, it was perfect timing on the RSI. We were already coming to the top. It was just like everything, like the yin and yang, just like kaboom, right? And we're back here again. That's why I'm bullish on Zen right now. We're back here again, right in the same zone we were in when this popped off. I think the only thing we're missing is the 333 auction, and people are going to be mad that they snoozed and they lose. But yeah, there's been multiple pumps in Zen World that's already occurred. This was just a long running 1 month pump. Everything else is just really fast. If Zen will grow as Bitcoin and Ethereum did, which I believe myself, I'm just waiting and holding. XEN can be a blockchain that the masses and companies use. It's open source and totally decentralized. XEN could be a combination of ETH and BTC because of the principles with lightning speed. Yeah, shout outs Just Mint Zen. That's kind of where I'm at with it too. That's why I'm happy that what's has happened, because now I think I'm full-blooded Zenian, right? Like I'm a full-blooded Zenian. I can speak Zen, I can read Zen, and vanilla is the key. As long as things are vanilla, it's gonna work. And as long as things have vanilla pieces to it, it's gonna work. Phoenix is one of those too, but Phoenix is even longer. It's 2 years. It's like, damn, we're gonna really pull up to Phoenix in 2026 and be like, wow, let's make this shit pop off. let's make it pop off. I already know that's what's gonna happen in that world. But yeah, like to your point though, Zen, you don't need to do anything. You can just mint it and hold it. Because if it's gonna be like Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's gonna have the same pattern where over time it's gonna become more expensive. And it's already built in. It's telling you that it's programmed to pump. It's literally telling you in 8 years it's not gonna have as much inflation as it has today, with burners and a blockchain that's going to continuously be used using Zen as like a burn portal to get to it, right? So Zen is going to be extremely rare. I don't see any other way for it not to be, unless someone's going to burn all of the ETH. All the ETH is going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? And because it's all math, day minters can only mint for a day for so long before it pumps. And then they can only mint for so long before it pumps. And then they can only mint for so long before it pumps. Right? And the RSI shows this all. Oh yeah, I have another one. Which is if you flip the RSI on Zen from the price in USDC to Ethereum, you can also see that we are in the middle of a cyclone, because hands have been exchanged on the way down here. And this is why, unfortunately, I'm just a little disappointed in myself for not picking up on this. You know, I wish I would have picked up on this, but I just didn't, because I was high off the hopium. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of like you. Let's see what happens. Like I was too focused on not understanding the history or where we're coming from or where we're going. All roads lead to Zen. Blah blah blah. But now all roads lead to crypto and self-custody. And how and why do people need to own their own bag, right? That's what this shit is about. And looking at this, see, we still have a low that we can go down and try. That's the super low. So we'll see. We broke below this range here, which I guess is like 5.8. Yeah, 5.8. So 9 zeros and a 5.8 would probably have been where we wanted to start to tread up, but we're already underwater. So it's like whatever. What we don't want to see is this. We don't want to see this line come down right now. If this line on the RSI, the supply and demand, were to start to roll down, then it would be to say that like, okay, yeah. That's actually what's good to see here. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Good thing I looked at it. So on Zen Turbo, everybody knows the 16th we have that gigantic claim coming out. So in 3 days, somebody's like something. We don't know what if someone or a whole bunch of people, but 500 billion Zen is going to hit the market if it's claimed. And if it's claimed, that would be what could tip us over and go further lower. If those people were to all claim their Zen and just be like, you know what, I'm out. I'm gonna jump the price. We're going lower, going to bottoms. If that's like a real scenario though, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody really could do that on Saturday and just totally wreck what we got going on here. But the speculation in me is speculating that they're not going to do that because they're going to use the Zen for themselves so they can get into an X1 position or pump DXN, right? So that's something I'm looking at to hopefully come true, because that would prove that the ecosystem is very mature. Someone getting that much Zen, they could start to just burn every day in DXN, every day, right? They didn't have to buy the Zen. That's the problem with DXN. People have to buy Zen in order to play. This is actually the best time to buy Zen. Wow, I didn't even know that the fear indicator is at 10. Whew, that's like all-time low. Yeah, so there's an all-time low in fear. So people are very scared, but the spots are still going up. That's great to see. That's really good to see. Good to see that there's still a positive 30-day of spot holders. That could be minters, people that are just holding their Zen. They're not getting rid of it. So that's good to see. And again, this is slowly trekking up. They still burning. They be burning. Vanilla burning. Yeah, down here, let's go. So yeah, we got this thing coming out, 528 billion. So 528 billion gonna hit the market. It's the biggest candle until, what is this, until December. So we won't see 5 billion in a day until December. Get your bags ready. And this is causing some speculation, but I think after this thing is done, what's going to be really cool is going to be seeing how the Zen market responds, and if that Zen is just held or staked. I mean, think it'd be the 333 auction has already been proven. That's the best place to get Zen or XN tokens. So if you're trying to get XN tokens, you only want to get them through the auction, because the auction is what's going to provide more than burning. The problem with burning only for XN tokens is that you're in competition with everyone that's burned before. So you're in, and that's all platforms. So, and there could be some people, this is something I was thinking about. I was like, damn, are there people who could just set up a burner so they don't have to interact with anyone and they could just burn for XN? You know what I'm saying? They just call their burn contract and burn for a stupid token with their Zen so that they could just, have it off the books so none of us can track it, right? That's something I was thinking about. I was like, damn, if that's the case, then burning really does mean you need this much Zen to get rid of in order to have some sort of competition, right? You need this much, 60,000. If you have $60,000 worth of Zen you're ready to throw away, then yeah, maybe you're gonna be able to burn for XN and get that many coins. But in actuality, at least for me, that's not the case. So the best way to get Zen is gonna be through the 333 auction, And I'm pretty sure other motherfuckers are thinking like that. I could not be the only person thinking like that, because if so, then there's going to be a dump this Saturday. Be ready for it. And this person's going to dump it so that I can get cheaper 333 auction. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally fine with that. What's going on over here in DXN, man? Who the hell? Ooh, not the doji. It's catching itself. It's trying to break lower. Where do I see DXN? I still want to see this range. This $1.62. I would love for it to get down there. Oh my goodness, that's a good place though. Because if it was to roll back to these levels, then you would have more participants, because then people would be willing to burn. That's like the two positives that possibly can happen here if things go bad. So if Zen were to roll back, you get cheaper Zen to burn for DXN, which brings back the lobby. So you do want Zen to go lower if you're a DXN champion, because you want to have cheaper Zen so you have more participants to pump price. And then same for it going down in price. If DXN goes down, then more Zenians might be inclined to burn their Zen for DXN, because it's so low that it might take away from the lobby. You know, the participation might go away from the lobby for a little bit, so then people can come in and actually burn Zen and get a good amount of DXN from the lobby without having to go to the DEX and buy it, and then they get a 2-for-1 edition. So that's the plus, and you know, that's the real positive of the prices going down, is more people that have the products will get into it. So not to say I want to see it this low, but yeah, it would be nice to see it this low, because I mean, it's still under the threshold that I sold. I sold like at like $7 when I got back in after I got spoofed. Motherfucker spoofed me, man. Sorry, you spoofed me twice. Good for you. They spoofed me here, and then they got me right here. So that's why now I'm like, okay, maybe they take it and they send it, and I'm left behind, having to burn my Zen. And I really don't care. That's why it's like, it's crazy, DXN. And when you think of it, like the best version of DXN is just the lobby. You don't need anything else. All the extra stuff, it just makes it way too complicated. All we should be focused on is burning Zen and having fun burning Zen. That's all we need, and DXN will be popping again. Well, when everybody was hypnotized right here, it was just because we were burning Zen. Nobody cared about the price going down. There's this theory that when you own a car, after your car breaks down the first time, you're never going to trust that car again. You always have a fear that it's going to break down. So since this has happened, that's the feeling now. Everybody feel like they got a broken car. Like, is this shit going to start? You know, is this shit going to start? No, it ain't started yet. I'm going to dump it down. But if you take it back to the roots, if you take it back to the vanilla, when people were just in euphoria, it was because of the theory, hey, I can burn my Zen. I can burn my Zen. And we were saying that. We were like, hey, you might want to inquire. It's the same conversation that's happened for the 333 auction right now. In April or in February, the topic was, you better get some Zen before DXN comes out. Because after that, people are going to be buying DXN or Zen to get into DXN. Damn, now that I say it, it's just so simple. I should have known. As I was saying it, but I was in euphoria. Euphoria. Yo, what's up, Rolando? At least these Zen prices and the auctions coming up, I'm finna scoop some Zen. Right after my favorite show. Hey, thanks for pulling up, bro. Yeah, we chilling, man. There's like 30 people in here. Make sure you hit the like button. It makes sense though. I bet a lot of people are so turned off from Zen right now. Like, the real Zenians are left. And watch how fast this goes. We're gonna be here, and then it's gonna be like, pow. But this is why I think it's the best time for at least for me to really put an emphasis on how I think Zen is gonna drive, because it's gonna drive. We're literally right at the end of whatever we're experiencing, and those that studied this, like the scientists in the lab right now that are studying Zen, we gonna have the advantage going forwards, and it's fair. A lot of people are gonna say it's unfair up here, but were you here when it had the 11L and everybody was diagnosing why this is happening this way? and why it's so organic, right? So yeah, I think Zen is bottomed out. To go lower again, it's to say that all of those mentors that are about to have the influx of Zen come out, that they're going to flush it on the market and not burn it, right? And we're in the same zone we were right here. Buy Zen before DV Zen. And then, oh shit, DV Zen got the shit going up. They playing with it. They loving it, right? Probably gonna be the same effect in the 333 auction. Like once it's live, Mr. Jack Levin, it's gonna, who knows? That's what everyone probably need to do. We need to keep pressing them like, bro, when is this gonna be live? Like we need a date so we can know how much Zen we need, because you're gonna need a lot of Zen. You're gonna need a lot of Zen. This is the time for DXN to get distributed. Big wallets slowly selling off and distributing it to people like me that have been accumulating it for the past 2 weeks and will continue at these prices. Yeah, distribution. I mean, that's why it's like when you go back to the vanilla ideas of all of this stuff, distribution is the core of every crypto, and everybody else is building off the legacy distribution system. So Bitcoin had the best distribution, and the formula to distribute Bitcoin is mining through mathematical computer problems, right? That's crazy. Like, so simple. And not a lot of people are, I don't know, maybe we're just nerds and we're like, yeah, crypto, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, there's some people picking up on this shit and they're starting to learn. And whatever Jack and team have done here is they are proving some theories. One of those theories that I'm excited to be a part of is it can go 99% and retrace. So that shit is, if it's 11 project now, or I would say anything that has the Zen mindset. The Zen mindset is just simplicity of distribution, and as long as the distribution model is simple, a lot of people will come behind it in cryptocurrency. And you can do it too. You can be Jack Levin, you can be Richard Hart, you can be it. If you have a better distribution model than them and you put it into the ether, somebody will show up. And all you need is 3 people to have a party. Right? And that's like DXN. I think DXN's model of distribution is what makes DXN like a Bitcoin, or makes you have that feeling like, damn, is this Bitcoin? Right? Because it's being distributed and the whales are selling it back on the market to you. And eventually they will have a balance. And that's why I was like, oh, the balance would be somewhere around $1. It could go sub like the other tokens, but the other tokens don't have, or the other chains don't have what DXN has on ETH, which is liquidity, right? It's connected to the rock. So it's going to always have more. So I think it'd be 10 or 100th, what do you call it? Or 100 to 1 like the other chains. So most of the other chains are 10 cents. So that would make DXN $1. And they're still successful. People are still making gains off of DXN on the subchains. So it just makes a lot of sense. Hey, what's up, Tree City West? Can you start over? Man, we're just talking about vanilla now. We're just vibing. We're trying to figure out what's the play. The real, I mean, not what's the play, but like, yeah, VMPX and the Libra DEX. Let's go. Libre. I think I've been saying it wrong. I'm calling it Libra. And the Libra DEX. Close. I have too many tabs open. I'm too tabbed out. Building a website right now, so everything is. Oh, not the gematria. You know, I got the gematria calculator up. Got an 18 on the board today. We'll see if something special happens. I don't know though. Every day I've been watching all the 18 days. Trying to do my own little research on this, because I still have well, can I talk some spooky shit? So I still want to find out when we're gonna see it. One of these 18 days, man. One of these 18 days. I'm just like, when are we going to see it? So 18 is a special number in numerology because it's the reflection of 81, and 81 is in relationship to 9, because not only does 8 plus 1 equal 9, but 9 is the 81st square. So 9 square is 81. Like 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 is 81. If I'm not mistaken. What the fuck? Let me see. Let me make sure of this. 81. Love studying gematria and numerology. So fun. So fun. Yeah, 9 square. So 3, 4. So what's crazy about this, and lately I've been loving this because XEN is 81. When you look at it, it was made, most parts of the world, XEN came out on 8/10. So in numerology, you just drop the 0 and then you have 8/1. In my world, in America, we write it 10/8. So it's 18, which is the reflection of 81. And again, 81 is 9 square, 8 plus 1 is 9. And then it's 3/4, right? Because it's 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. So it's like 3/4 is 4, shit's crazy. But 34, so if we hit 9, is a 9. So the 9 is the 34th triangular number. So 9 is 9 is the 34th Fibonacci number. Yeah, so 34 is the 9th Fibonacci. So in the grand scheme of Fibonacci's, the 9th Fibonacci is number 34. Trippy. And most of the one of the special days that I was watching is the first day that XEN pumped. That's why I'm a historian now on XEN, because I'm following the days. So on this Tuesday, the 27th, we saw a pump in XEN on an 81-day numerology. And this day also had 18 in a very pure cipher in numerology, which is everything added together, just straight up, right? And this is how you write the date out. It's pretty crazy shit. But looking at the special date, I'm still looking at this date, which is Monday, July 31st. This is 216 days from the last time we had that pump because it's xeNFTs. And then it has the matching numerology days. And then it also has it's the 153rd day of the year, or leaving 153 days left in the year on this day. And that's the 17th triangular. So think of it as like a triangle. So I'm trying to see like a triangle. There's a lot of different, there's like some shit in here. Okay. So we got some geometry and some numerology going on, because this day is 17. 17 is relation to 7. 7 is a perfect number, because when you look at 7 is in relationship in its triangle to 28. So like in its geometry, 7 is in relationship to 28, which is a perfect number. So this is kind of like a perfect day for some information. And I'm super hyped. I'm like, I can't wait to see what the fuck is revealed on this day, Monday, July 31st, because it has like the super 81 and the 38. It's gonna be really cool, you guys. Oh yeah, my bad. And it has 16 day numerology, the reflection 16. So there's a lot of reflections here, like 18, 81, 81, 16, blah blah blah. Like, this is crazy to me, bro. 18 prime, this is 61. Out of all the prime numbers, 61 is the 18th. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm believing in XEN. I don't have to like fucking try this shit anymore. All I need to do is believe in it, because it's gonna pop off. It's built into the matrix. It's you just gotta follow the days that rotate around Nikola Tesla. 369 days. That's all I gotta do. And the gains I think are gonna come from Bitcoin. That's why I'm really focused on the Bitcoin concept, because I think that's where the freeness is gonna show up. Oh, under construction. That's crazy. So Libre is getting ready to drop their DEX. If you didn't see, Unistat also updated their Bitcoin shit that they got going on, which is they now support ordinals in the marketplace. So you can get photos over here now. That's pretty crazy. Drop 50K. I can explode any minute. Zen equals mirror. Zen is the mirror. Or Zen equals the mirror of 61, the 18th prime. Yeah, man. Nah, that's why it trips me out that like Waters Above doesn't do like gematria on Zen. Maybe he's scared of it or something, or maybe it's too easy of a play, so they don't want to talk about it yet because it's like, oh, this is gonna come around. So those that understand the word, you know, you don't have to really focus on it because it's gonna come around. But this day, like, oh yeah, and 216 is the 6th square. So this day has a bunch of relationship concepts in the idea of physical and numerology, bro. This is so trippy. Been watching this day though. We're almost there. That's why I'm like, man, when is something gonna happen, yo? How far is that day from today? Oh, of course. That's the program. Told me to tell you guys this shit 18 days before. That's so funny. Will Zen be a top 10? I think Zen will be a top 3, or at least a top 5, not just a top 10. What I hope though, it could do that, but like the thing is you're trying to get the masses to not think that they need a dollar or like a USDC, and that part of the matrix I think is going to be really hard to get people away from. And this is why I like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is digital and it allows individuals to have a more digital experience and get further away from the physical. Because I just don't know if the physical reality will allow we'll just allow it, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what kind of catastrophic shit happens that really makes the dollar go to 0, and then maybe Zen can pop up to the top 3. But I do think it'll be a top 5 where it will be competing against like a Binance chain. It's pretty much, I mean, like how I said in this beginning of this, it's so damn vanilla that it's too easy to understand, and those that understand it, they're gonna take it to the moon. Top 5. I'm the number one. You're the number one on Pulse Chain. So with knowing 18 and 81, wins in pumps are 8081. Hey, you want to see something trippy? On that note, that's not what we need to do though. Is we need to get Jack Levin. Here's some fucking fun ghost number shit. We need to get Jack Levin to confirm that he's gonna release that we're gonna get this day, right? This is a Friday. It's a great day. If he releases the 3-3 auction on this day, again, 9. This is a 9 in it because 1 times 9 is that. But also this has a 10 in it, which is great. Like X1. X1 is basically X is a 10. So this is like a 10 day, which is pretty crazy. And then when you do 333, 333 days after this, which will be August 4th. Was it August 4th? Oh, okay, never mind. 333 days from September 1st would be Tuesday, July 30th. But then we go back to that same day. So I don't know, like if this is something telling me like next year that shit's gonna be super cracking, or like if we're gonna if it's just gonna be cracking in general like forever after, you know, we get this next 81 day coming up. But like this is pretty crazy to see. So even if it comes out on that Saturday, let's say it doesn't do that day and then we have to go up 1, right? It still will have an 18 in the day. So I really want to see what day we're coming out on this. And the only person that holds the keys is Mr. Jack himself. And he could change shit up if he tells us what's gonna happen here, man. That's gonna be the move. So yeah, but 8-1, I've been looking at that day too. But I don't think that's what's gonna pump Zen. Oh yeah, look at this too. You guys want to see some more code in the matrix? Every time I keep looking at Zen, yo, I see 1080. Every time it's either 1080 or it's we're at the this whole week I've just been seeing at 1080 or at 1180. I've been like, dude, what the fuck? Like, yo, I need Zen to move right now. This shit is getting too creepy. But this could be the bottom because it's like, again, it's the 9 is right there in front of your face, and it's up to you if you want to accept it. And 9 is completion. 9 is full rotation. When you think of a triangle, or yeah, most things ping like a triangle in this feature. To really be at calm, you want that square, but most things don't have 4 sides. Most things are like, you got to figure out what the fuck is the 4th. Then comes the cube. I'm thinking of being an XN world, an XN well. That sounds fun. I'm trying to be an XN well, just because. Just because. Zen is where it's at. All right. Damn, hex pump to a cent. Shit. Everybody's gonna go see that movie. They're hyped about that. What's the latest news from Jack? When's he starting the action? Yeah, see, he's never solidified it. I don't know why he hasn't solidified it yet. And I don't know. We can also, I'm like, if more people maybe ask him, maybe it would come up, like a date would show up. But they said they don't know. We're all speculating. That's why I'm just using numbers. I'm like, okay, good number. Seems like the best number for Zen is 18 and 81, which is 9. So anything that's in relationship to 9, so even like a 23, or anything that adds up to it. Oh, my bad. Well, 23 is the 9th. It's in relationship to 9. But like if it adds up to 9, so like 72 or 27, 63 or 36, things like that. Yeah, Jack hasn't released anything. He's just been hanging out with the Bitcoin bros, trying to grab in liquidity from the outside in. So shout outs to Jack for doing that. X1 is 241 53rd prime. Yeah, X1 is crazy. X1 too is when you think of it, it's 10. X is a 10, 0, 1, and 101 is the 26th prime number, and 26 is the God molecule. So that was that one blew my mind too. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This shit is getting too close. Yeah, he hasn't posted anything. He just did the same thing I did. He posts what I post. He's like, oh shit's going up. But yeah, we just need him to say that. That's the last. I think that's one of the last pieces to the puzzle. He did give a shout out to Tesla a couple days ago. That was kind of weird. Is Jack Levin even real, yo? I know I did a stream with him, but I'm still trying to figure out if he's real. Y'all know God is a math nerd and an artist. He be Devin. Yeah, God be Devin, dog. He dev heavy. I like this shit that's going on right now, though. Pretty cool shit. I'm not sure if I'm a fan for burning for my DEXs. Tree City West, you're supposed to be shilling this shit, dog. We're supposed to be shilling it. Nah, I feel you, though. That's why I'm like, I need to start saying, hey, I'm burning my Zen, because it would start a chain reaction. That's what's happening. None of us are saying it. And maybe we just need a little to burn. Maybe we just need to be doing batch burns of just 250 or 2. But then we feeding the people. But maybe that's what we do. Or maybe that's what it is. Like, if you, because that's the narrative, I guess. Yeah, people say I can't afford to play, so I buy. So maybe the way to curve that narrative would be for people who can afford to play to start playing. So those that bought buy more, keep buying, you know. But it's really building positions on both sides. It's just it's a hard one to cover. Nah, I mean burning DXN for ZXN. I heard about that. ZXN. ZXN. It sounds like something fun for now, but that also makes me feel like DXN needs to get cheaper. Ooh, imagine DXN goes to $1 and then we're burning that shit away. It's gonna be key. But yeah, I ain't gonna burn nothing for that shit. 333 auction on the way, baby. But yeah, finna get up out of here. We're just having fun chatting right now, talking and shit. But thanks for everybody that's been tuning in. It's been vibing. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday, but you know what I mean. Like I said, got business to do. But yeah, tune in tomorrow. Be back talking a little bit more Zen. We'll see where it goes. Be on the lookout this weekend. Again, we're gonna have the memberships dropping for those that want to have, like I said, a little bit more philosophical meaning behind Zen, and not so much just face chart meaning, but of Zen, like what I was just talking about at the end and shit. Like low key, I want to make that primary, but I don't want to get too weird with it, because again, some people are just here to make money. So for those that want to get weird, we're gonna have the membership so we can be weirder. But yeah, man. Oh damn, Blue Bison, what up, bro? Wiggity 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 wiggity, bro. He said place your bets. Which one or place your bets. Would you bet 500 on it on that? Wait, let me read this in my head real fast. 500 on that you couldn't cash out for 1 year. Is Ethereum on ETH, market by Zen, VMPX, VMPX, or DEXs? So if I was to put $500 on one of these things that I couldn't cash out for in 1 year, what would it be? I don't know. A year from now, though, man, all this stuff's gonna be popping. That's a hard question, because like it's all gonna be popping. Maybe it's Ethereum, because you're gonna have to hot potato that if the gas fees are too high to get it all the Zen out. But if you were to liquid buy Zen at 500 today and stake it, you can end your stake in a year from now, or you can end your stake early so you can get your capital out and not miss the pump. That's one way. But I think VMPX is a hit too. Look into that shit, bro. I'm telling you, they're going too hard for that to not be good. But hey, man, y'all have a good one. Peace.